sentient creature. Are we even allowed to stuff him in something?
He's a bad guy. He zaps people.
Less than 1 minute in, and you already have me yelling at Lower Decks. No! Do you have any idea what Star Trek is? Do you have any idea what the problems with Discovery was? Not only that, I am less than 1 minute into watching this, and I already need the theme music. Oh yeah. Hello everyone. I am still Mecha Random 42. I am the one. I am the original. I am your favorite YouTube consumer advocate. Harpy. Right there. Right there. I am less than a minute in to Lower Decks before deciding to turn on the camera and just give you my thoughts as I have them. And before we even get a minute into this episode, we already have two things that really jump along in Star Trek. The first one, yes, you see, Ensign, my mommy's the captain, so I can get away with everything, despite the fact that I should have been thrown out of Starfleet, or worse, decide, oh, we should go to the bar after work and hit on some hot lieutenants to get them to argue with me. Why? Because she's a miserable, horrible creature. Because she's a horrible excuse for a human. Oh, yeah, and I'm talking about the one who's trying to strangulate, I guess, the alien life form. Green Tilly here says, hey, shouldn't we call security? Yes, you should. Yes, you should call security. Yes, you should say emergency force field. And hope that will keep this alien, see this alien thing that zaps into the ship. Hope that by some miracle, you would keep it out. Keep it from harming your crew. Don't aggravate it. Don't make it worse. Oh, no. It gets worse. And I'm only 48 seconds into this episode. Oh, yeah. This is so bad, they have to give away the first episode for free on YouTube. This is exactly what is wrong with modern day Star Trek. This is exactly what's wrong. This mentality, this mindset, this idea that they can just crap all over Star Trek, be completely disrespectful. This woman would not be allowed out of the academy. She is a danger to her crew. She is going to get everybody on this ship blowed up, and her mother is responsible for allowing it. The captain of this ship should be court-martialed. This captain should be removed immediately. And we're less than a minute into this, so we're going to keep going, and I'm going to probably edit while I watch this. I haven't watched this yet. I got a minute in before I decided to yell. I'm going to watch this live as I'm going here, so. They are making the alien create stuff. They're basically holding this alien against its will. Now, oh, let me go and I'll make stuff for you. Also, super annoying about this modern day Star Trek. One of the super annoying things about modern day animation, and especially the Rick and Morty style stuff, is that they just talk over each other constantly. You've got noise, words, constant verbal diarrhea, constantly going all the time, back and forth, constant talking all the time. They never shut up. They never stop talking. They're constantly talking over each other. And there's always something going on. And there's not a time or a second for any of this to breathe. And you keep going and you keep going and you keep going until it makes you crazy. It stresses you out. It keeps you aggravated, it keeps you irritated, it keeps you stressed out so much to the point where you can't relax and actually enjoy anything because there's constant word salad, constantly talking, constant noise. And that is a huge problem with this modern day Star Trek. Who is your fan base? People who can't get away from their cell phone for 2 seconds? People who can't pay attention to anything? Is that why this is only 24 minutes long? Because people couldn't pay attention to full hour-long animated Star Trek? Because you wouldn't be able to let anything breathe and relax and calm? No, they wouldn't. They would never do any of that.
Open your mind.
And these people who are making this don't understand that that's what the problem is. These idiots sit around and watch YouTube fall videos of admirals.
This video of Vice Admiral Gibson falling off a stage during peace negotiations. You gotta check it out.
And they have a Simpsons dough in the background. A literal Simpsons dough sound effect. How lazy are you people? Do you not understand this is not a Star Trek parody? This is supposed to be real Star Trek in a real canon universe. You should be ashamed of yourself, Mike McCann, and everybody else making this. This is not the Star Trek we want. The Orville does not poke fun at Star Trek and incorporate Simpsons sound effects. I had to give you the audio, and I had to transform it and speed it up a little because, you know what? Bite my copyright. This is fair use. You're only seeing a couple of little screenshots, so neener. None of this crap to go and try and silence critics anymore. We're tired of this stuff. Well, you know you have garbage. They just made a Enterprise reference again. Oh, Castro served on the Enterprise for like a minute. For like a whole minute, neener. Executive producer Eugene Roddenberry and Trevor Roth. Eugene Roddenberry, shame on you. Hey, Not Rimmer is going to take a Klingon down to a mission. And it's a Klingon that I don't know. I don't know that name. Is it Corinne? This is what gets me, though. They think all Klingon names sound the same. At least she does. Ensign ist against other species. Ensign, all Klingon names sound the same. But you know what? I thought we were against isms and phobia and prejudices against other races and species in the future of Star Trek. We have regulations against this type of stuff in Starfleet from having people who are that prejudiced against other species.
It's just because all Klingon names sound the same, like they all have an apostrophe for some reason.
Yes.
Ist against Klingons. You are ist against Klingons. Oh, they all sound the same. Imagine saying that all people of a certain ethnicity look the same. Or have similar sounding names. Or have similar whatever. Ensign. My mommy's the captain, so I get everything handed to me because wah, neener. And you can't do anything about it. You can't complain about me. Guess what? When you are prejudiced, I am going to complain about you. I cannot stand. This character is worse than Michael Burnham. How is this character worse than Michael Burnham? At least Green Tilly's trying. Hey, somebody's doing their job. He's been crawling around inside the ship, fixing stuff. And he's happy to do it because he's a responsible, reasonable officer. He's not out there just making slurs against Klingons. I like him. Can we not talk down to him because he's a male? Please, please, can we not? Oh, and we know these two are going to hook up. You can smell it coming a mile away. Oh, and she's getting broth all over the controls of the shuttle. She's decided to come on this mission even though she's ist against Klingons. And she had... I do not like this character. I am annoyed to no end on this character. Can we not have this character anywhere near anything? Anything. Just anywhere near anything. Oh, here's the scene that we saw in the trailer where she sings. Because singing is so Star Trek, isn't it? And being destructive and possibly destroying your instrument cluster with soup and garbage and food.
Flash shield. The flash shield. The flash shield. It comes down and it goes up. Flash shield.
Stop. Be quiet. Calm down for a second. And yes, I sped it up for copyright. It's just as annoying on regular speed. I've seen this clip a million times over. Not only did she pull some strings, he even says, you just joined this mission to annoy me. She is an antagonistic, horrific, mean-spirited character. And you know what? She's going to get rewarded for it. Because we already saw it in Comic-Con, didn't we? We saw that her mommy, the captain, is going to say, oh, and I'm going to give her a promotion because the last thing this girl wants to do is work, so I'm going to give her more work. You're literally condoning failing upwards. And how's that working for Marvel, DC, Disney, especially DC Comics right now? How's it working for them? Oh, didn't they just lay off everybody? There's no more DC Comics anymore because of people who fail upwards. Yeah. So maybe let's not reward this type of behavior. Maybe let's stop rewarding garbage people. Maybe let's stop giving all these people everything. Maybe let's stop giving people who don't deserve it everything in the planet, in space, in the future. And by these people, I mean the daughter of the captain. By these people, I mean these freaking useless officers who have no business being in Starfleet. If your mother is a captain, she wouldn't even be allowed to have you on the ship. It is a conflict of interest. And yeah, I know she could be the daughter if the mother was the captain and she had her daughter on board, who was a school teacher or something, or but she wouldn't be your direct supervisor. She wouldn't be your direct superior officer. And yeah, there's probably a couple people in between. She probably answers directly to the Bajoran security guy or whatever. Or Jerry O'Connell in command. It's still not right. Because what happens? You get a special privilege. You get special handouts when your daughter works underneath you like this. This is why you don't hire nephews in retail. Because what's going to happen? They're going to screw around. All right, I gotta say something nice here. I did like this. So this dude here is getting complimented by his superior officer. Oh, you're my number one guy. I have time for you in space. I like that. They're actually showing that this guy's getting rewarded for working hard and not just being the captain's kid, right? And not just being a colossal screw up. I like that. And the warp core looks kind of cool. I mean, can you see it back here?
Opportunities on the ship.
Yeah, so this guy likes him. I don't mind that sort of interaction. This is more closer to Star Trek. Hey, I'm doing a lot. I want more responsibility. Yes, more of this. Less screw up, annoying verbal diarrhea, please. Please. Not Martok. At all. All right. The Klingons. So you're no longer going with the visual canon of Discovery? That's gonna confuse and annoy the people who really, really love Discovery and are like, Discovery Klingons are canon now. All right. Well, what about these Klingons? Oh, I guess they didn't get the memo? Or I guess nobody actually liked the Discovery Klingons, did they? So they had to go back to real Klingon style. Poor Boimler over there. So she jumps up. Now, this is probably something a little closer to Star Trek. This is like Ghostbusters 2016 all over again. They take a shot at it, and then they give you something that's kind of like, oh, this is kind of Ghostbusters-y. This is kind of Star Trek-y. I think she would probably go and attack the Klingon, because that is something you would do. Klingons do. Are you trying to mate with him? I think she's trying to mate with him. Oh, maybe. So Boimler here's all freaking out and scared, and they get into a brawl here, and they laugh it off because, yeah, that's very Klingon. All right. I like that. I don't like the prejudice against all the Klingon names sounding the same. That's not very Starfleet, is it? That's not a very Starfleet attitude to have, Missy. Now, with every halfway decent good thing that they do, what else are they going to screw up? Oh, I can't wait. They did off-the-books Grey Ops back in the day. How? She's barely out of Starfleet Academy and would never have even been allowed out of Starfleet Academy. Stop giving horrible people who cannot be trusted special assignments. This is what happened with Michael. Didn't you learn anything from Michael Burnham? Oh, no, we're never supposed to mention her again. Maybe you should mention her again. Maybe you would learn that people don't need to be rewarded for bad behavior. Maybe that screws everything up. Oh, wait, no. Michael Burnham's going to save the future and reset the timeline. That's why it looks normal here, right? Right? Is that it? But they're still missing the entire spirit of Star Trek. Yeah, so they did Grey Ops stuff off the book back in the day. She's what, 19, right out of the academy? I call BS. Not only do they spew, I'm assuming it's Ractogeno, I didn't pay that much attention. There is kind of a funny joke, though. I'll give them that. Oh, where'd you get flagons? And they kind of ignore it. But that's still what's wrong with this, is that it isn't supposed to be yell, yell, yell. Oh, yeah, we're going to point it out. No. You need to say, oh, we replicated them. Something, give us something Star Trek-y. So they spit all over the console. I am losing the will to live watching this mess. They sit down in a Klingon district of the place they're at, and of course, drunk Klingon steals the ship because humor? Funny? Laugh? Ha-ha? I don't even know anymore.
What are they? Why are they? What do they mean?
See, random stuff. Funny. Laugh. Because random, right? Right? Is that what we're doing? That's what we're doing. This am Star Trek now. So, yeah, they're stranded there. She let him steal the ship. The ensign, who's actually doing his job, is very upset with her because she didn't bother to read the mission brief. She skimmed it. Didn't realize that you can't just beam back to the ship. There's an ion field that you can't send a comm signal. That's why you took a shuttle in the first place. Ensign, my mommy's the captain, so I don't have to do anything. I'm not going to pull it up on screen. There was a Section 31 reference. Just to reference it because they're walking. Oh, we're walking. Section 31 does it. I'm waiting for them to mention Michael Burnham to forget that they completely were ordered to never mention her again. That's what I'm waiting for. Klingons. They look like Klingons. Go figure. So the Discovery Klingons are just a phase. Got it. Ooh, he's in command now. See, he moved up in the ranks. Everybody was happy for him. They're like, yay, you can do it. And we're so proud of you. And we're going to miss you. None of this petty garbage stuff that you see in Discovery, at least with this character. Can we just have this character on the show instead of, Ensign, my mommy's the captain. I just can't stand her. And she's just a hindrance. She's just toxic to the crew. This is why you wouldn't allow somebody like that on a ship. This is why it's so frustrating to watch these characters. Like, I don't want to see a character growth arc. I want to see people who already understand what it's like to strive for something, to try to be the best. I want to see people who take their job seriously in Star Trek because I am tired of the dregs of society. I am tired of the people who show up just and feel entitled. I am tired of the people who are like, oh, I have this job working at a department store, therefore you owe me something. Oh, really? Well, here, go and fill that rack with clothing. You can't tell me what to do. Yes, I can. I'm your boss. Yes, I can. Oh, Reneener. No. I don't want to deal with children who aren't going to take their jobs seriously. And that is why I do not want to deal with Star Trek characters who don't want to take their jobs seriously because I've dealt with too many of those people in the real world. I do not like having to call a credit card company and tell them how to fill something out. Or an insurance company. I do not like having to do people's jobs for them. They should just be competent in the first place. And no, I'm not going to go and ring Karen and go and ask for a manager because I usually am the manager. Because I usually am the one in charge. Because I usually am the one who's responsible and has to hear about the stupid people. I like this. I like seeing this. I like seeing these characters. Now, hopefully they won't screw this up so much. So yes, there is some hope to this series if they can get their heads out of their backsides and stop with this ensign, I'm the captain's daughter and I need to screw up because whan re. It's not progressive. You're not doing anybody any favors. You're not doing Star Trek any favors by making people hate it. Just make good Star Trek. Oh, more training than we ever saw on Star Wars with Rey. They actually take him to the holodeck and give him some command training. I like that. It's a lot of stupid jokes and gags, and there's even something where, oh, you killed 105% of the crew. Not sure how we killed more crew members than were actually there, but okay, sure. No, I like that they are at least making the effort here. I'm gonna give this one a little. This is still is terrible and hard to sit through. I'm trying to say something nice about it. Okay, so he failed miserably. I was just complimenting it, but he failed miserably, and now is deciding to try medical. All right. Forget everything I said. This show. Oh, the show. The show is tedious and loud and annoying. He had no bedside manner. He told somebody they were going to die from warp core burns. Now he's in security. Throw into security and see if you die. All right.
Initiate combat simulation. Smorgasbord.
Initiate.
Oh, and they're going to have him fight the Barbie doll Borg. They don't look like Borg. They just look like Barbie dolls after you pull off the hair. Well, he can sort of fight because he's got the implant. Sorta. All right, fine. I think this one broke my brain. I think I'm no longer angry, and I'm just disappointed. I'm just very disappointed. And yeah, I skipped over Boimler trying to mate with some alien, and what's her name, squirting them with a hose because reason. I don't care. Oh, I almost dated one of those once to get back at my mom. Real Starfleet. Yeah, all right. Ugh. See, this I would have turned it off after about a minute had I not had to do this review for you guys. Andorians. Well, at least they look more like Andorians than the Discovery ones.
Starfleet, I order you to step away from the Elder.
You idiots! That's no elders!
Now I'm a little boy.
This is just an exercise in the most useless, annoying person on the ship being the bestest ever for no reason, bypassing any sort of training, again, just like little Mary Ray Sue Palpatine. Oh, I learned by doing, not by studying, is what Ensign Stunning and Brave over there, Ensign Captain's daughter, said. And she's going to, I'm going to guess, she's going to tell off Boimler again, isn't she? Yeah, so basically, Boimler can't do anything right, and the other chick knows everything. I'm so tired of the people who don't deserve anything getting everything in these shows. So she just bribes them. She's like, hey, instead of fighting, I'm going to buy you all 5 rounds, because, yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
I'm with him. I am so tired of seeing characters that you want to succeed just getting talked down to, treated like crap, for whatever reason. And you can insert whatever reason you want. We all know why. I'm tired of it. Ferengi looks like a Ferengi, at least. I mean, because, hey, I remember Ferengi. Oh my god, she's actually admitting the other guy's right now. So they were going to get mugged by a Ferengi. They had a big argument on, oh, you've never been right ever the whole time. Neener, I'm the bestest. And yeah, he was actually right for a change. Too little too late, though. You still made a super annoying character for the whole time, and it's still noise, annoying. Yay, more swearing in Trek, only this time it's bleeped.
Are you kidding me? No, stop that.
He wants to drink. Oh, we finally found Corinne, and he's just in time for the conference. But he's drunk and he pukes all over himself because gross Trek. I'm so tired of gross in my Star Trek. Can we just have good, nice, clean-cut, friendly, competent Star Trek for a change? Is that so much to ask? Is that too hard? Hey, Lacey's getting to tease her. She's like, oh, let's never speak of this again. And then he goes into, I guess, their version of 10 Forward and teasing her. Oh, it was a Bolian. You said it was a Bolian and it's a Ferengi. And of course, she set it up all by herself because she can't just fail at one thing. She still had to be the one. Oh, I called in the Ferengi. He's an old friend of mine. And if it's not for me, you're never going to have any worth and be a Starfleet officer. Oh, F this show. This episode was just as bad as the previous. Maybe worse. Just the characters are annoying. They're unpleasant. They're mean-spirited. The things that they do get right, like the side characters, are way more interesting than the main characters. It is grossly predictable. It's just gross. It is just flat out gross. It is an insult to Star... It's a parody of Star Trek. Maybe get Star Trek right before you try and parody it, all right? I cannot score this on a scale of Star Trek. I can score it on a scale of how entertained I was, and I wasn't. And I wasn't. Maybe about a 3 out of 10. I was probably about 3 out of 10. And that's because visually, yeah, it looks consistent with Star Trek. But it just looks like a Family Guy parody of Star Trek. It looks like a cutaway from Family Guy about Star Trek, not actually Star Trek. It is gross. It is full of gore, yuck, disgusting. We never did hear what happened to that alien from the very, very beginning that they were making a tricorder with. I think they forgot about that, or maybe I forgot about that, because they throw so much crap at the screen to see what sticks, sometimes literally, sometimes all over your shuttle console. Star Trek, be better. I am Mecha Random 42, and I'll see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.